Well, Mark, a 1-0 win tonight. What pleased you most, the clean sheet or the overall work rate throughout the team?
Most of it pleased me, to be honest. I thought it was another step in the right direction. Our press is frightening. When we get it right, we're so difficult to find a way out, and we are getting it right. We created so many good chances by jumping and pressing, and then even when we forced them long, we had enough about us to land on second balls and to start to get really on top of them. And I actually thought it was a really good game, a really decent game of football. Obviously, I was speaking to Andy Taylor, their under-23s gaffer, and he was saying they'd gone very young against Runcorn Linnets last week and a bit more senior pro today. So it was a good test for us, good test against another good side. But not only am I pleased about our shape and our structure and the fact that there's a real willingness in this team not to concede goals. They put bodies on the line when they needed to, they block the middle of the pitch. There's some real leaders and winners in that back line. Steve Swinglehurst, Alex Mitchell. I thought the back three were excellent, and I thought that this, as well as that, we created some great chances. And we created some great chances because we were forward thinking, forward running, we passed it forward, we played quickly. The goal is everything I want us to be. We start with it defensively, but we move the ball up the pitch in the right way and we secure it, and it's clever, quick play. 2-3 passes, we're out into the final third, and Riggy's ability to pluck it out the air in the area, to hold off his man, to show real strength. Because I thought that the two or three young centre halves for Bolton were really good, the 5 and 6 in the air, very good.
Strong.
But Riggy just held him off and then finished ever so well. So yeah, absolutely delighted with our night's work. It's a really good way to finish pre-season here. I know we've got to go to Clitheroe on Saturday, but I'm made up with that. And that's the most content I've been so far this pre-season. I think because we're going to get better and better and better, it's a really nice feeling, and I think the lads are really starting to see it click as well.
Now, going back to the defensive side, I mean, Ali Mitchell's made one-on-one save, and other than that, it's more or less routine stuff for him, and that's down to the workload in front of him.
It is, but don't.
From back to front.
We need to give credit to, the front. We were a little bit more adventurous with our shape today. We had a single holding midfield player rather than two today, and that's because Cass was ill, really. So it was through necessity, but I thought Dav was actually really good at plugging gaps for us and just dropping into pockets and spaces where he needed to help out without the ball. I think that's the best he's been without the ball. Just needs that goal now to kick him on. But don't underestimate the work that Alex Mitchell does. That isn't the big show-stopping save. It's the organisation, the structure, the experience of a really good goalkeeper. And Swings is so good at anything that comes in the box. He generally deals with it, and he's a really good, experienced foil for two younger centre halves either side of him, or Jordan when Jordan plays.
Well, he's a real centre half as well. He's gone out there chuffed with another clean sheet, and he's saying to us, I've done my night's work in the house.
And I love that. I just said to the lads, at half time, I love the little things like how strong we were in the wall when we conceded a free kick around the edge of the box first half. That those little bits are priceless, and you add them all together. That's found us a way to win the game. So,
and you can see the satisfaction on their faces when we do clean.
Well, clean sheets are the staple of any good team. They are, and I don't think we play particularly defensively, but we have a really strong defensive structure when we need it. And the club conceded 80-something goals last year. We're not going to progress if we concede that many goals. So I think the fact that we played 7 or 8 games pre-season, I think we've had 4 or 5 clean sheets. So that's really strong. It's a real turn-on. We've had to put a new defensive unit in there, but they're getting it and they're complementing. They're giving us a platform to go and try and get goals at the other end. And I think we're starting to see, we certainly created more chances today than we have last 3 or 4 games, and that was pleasing as well.
Speaking of defenders, you've announced the 2 loanees from Gateshead. Is that a 12-month as you anticipated? A full season? Yeah, well, they're available to us all season, so obviously there'll be clauses on both sides for different things. But they're both really good young players. Obviously, we've got to make sure, one, I have good competition in areas of the pitch We've certainly got it there.
And we've got it there. We've certainly got that. I mean, obviously we've got to bear in mind that Jordan's away. He misses, I think, games 3, 4 and 5 of the season. So I need to make sure we had adequate, cover for that. And then it becomes competitive for everybody. That's how it should be. But I think they give a really good account of himself. Young Ben Fell, who played right side centre half, is no relation of mine, but we're calling him Mini Felly. And Ben Williams, who played right wing back tonight, I thought he grew into the game as the game went on. And yeah, they're going to be good assets for us. We've still got some players to bring in.
Has Ben Williams played in that sort of...
He has. He's played a lot of right back and right centre half, so he wasn't unfamiliar with it, which was good. And we've still got a couple to bring in, but I think we are starting to get there. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were asking me about people coming to working tonight, to remind them that it's not the moon. It's Workington. It's 2 hours from Preston. It's an hour and 10 minutes from Barrow. It's all these. So I think we probably put a stigma around it, which we need to break down a little bit, because. And what I would say is, the people that do come here, and Jamie Allen's absolutely loving it. He said, what a great football club. You're getting 400 plus for a pre-season friendly against an 123 side. So he, once they're around it, that they get a real feel for the quality of the club and the potential of the club. So yeah, and I thought Jamie was excellent tonight, and he'll only get better as he plays more games. So yeah, all in all, 2 good additions to the squad, and I thought they both played their part tonight.
Which gives you a nice headache this time next week when you're trying to select that 11 for the first game.
Well, I hope so, and nobody likes telling players that they're not playing, but that also means if you're having those conversations, it means that you've got a competitive squad, and that's the most important thing here. I want players to internally compete in the right way, and I want them to support those that are playing and be ready and available when they're not playing to come and help us. So I think we've got a nice blend at the moment. Yes, we're still a couple shy, but in 10 days' time we'll be ready.
Pre-season's evolved positively, I think, over the last few weeks. Let's hope we can continue that on Saturday to the row.
Yeah, good test for us on Saturday, but one that we're certainly looking forward to.
Thanks, Mark.
Good man, thank you.